Please hit the like button. We thank you guys for kicking it with us. Thank you much. Thank you much. Oh, not that. Oh, shoot. I didn't pull it up. Here we go. Let me go back here. This is something that came across my docket, and it absolutely amazed me. Here we go.
Wix gives.
Pull the screen up here.
This and a swirl of controversies. NBC5 Investigates has learned that Mayor Brandon Johnson has signed a $100 million contract extension for Favorite Healthcare staffing.
Now, that's the Kansas-based company that operated the city's migrant shelters for 2 years. NBC5 Investigates' Bennett Haberly is joining us now with what the mayor had to say about this.
Well, Alex, we try to get some clarity on this, but the mayor sidestepped our questions about why this $100 million contract extension was necessary. Instead, he talked about how his administration has saved Chicagoans money and created jobs. Since August of 2022, Favorite Healthcare Staffing has been paid $291 million to staff the city's migrant shelters through a mix of city tax money and federal funds. The company's been criticized by alders for exorbitant hourly rates between $50 to $156 per hour. And our own investigation last year showed the company routinely billed the city 84 hours per week per employee. Johnson has repeatedly said his office saved money.
Hold on. They said 84 hours a week? That wasn't every bi-weekly, was it?
84 hours a week per employee, from $50 to $156 an hour, bro.
How many hours in a week?
168.
That's half. That's half.
That's over half. Like, you ain't getting no sleep. That's now 84 hours a week.
Doubles.
So you make it so.
Doubles.
So they basically working 20 hours a week, 20 hours a day, for like 3-4 days. That's cap. Them numbers ain't adding up.
I'll tell you a very, very short story. So I have this friend that I met, on the PlayStation Network. You know how you meet people.
Yeah.
And
that's your friend?
Yeah, it's my homie. I've known him for over 15 years.
Y'all met in real life?
Yeah.
Damn, that's cool. You be meeting people online.
And
Lollipop?
I'm just messing with you, man. I'm throwing it off. Go ahead.
And he literally lived at work. And I'm not even joking. Like, we'll play the game. The game we played together was Destiny. It was a whole group of us. We had a clan. It's called clans in Destiny. It was a whole clan of us. We would
with a C or a K?
C. Okay. Right.
He's 25% white.
Yeah. That's that Klansman coming out.
Yeah, that's that white shit coming out.
Klan? Where? He literally, bro, I'm not even joking. Everybody would get off of the game. Everybody go to sleep, go to work. He had it set up somehow that he would play at work. He would work 160 hours a week. Not even joking. Not even exaggerating whatsoever. I've seen his checks. He voluntarily showed me. I wasn't watching his pockets.
He probably was.
But yeah, bro, like, he showed me how many hours in a single week was on his check. I was like, well, 84 is doable. Because I know somebody that, I used to work with that if they could, they would get 80 a week.
But let's keep it a being. Nobody's working. He could have however many the fuck hours on there. He was not working 160 hours. You're not. Because you
just clocked in.
You're not. Yeah.
Okay. We agree with that. We agree with that.
You might be getting paid while you sleep or whatever, but you're not working.
And that's what I mean by the 84. They stealing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha.
They not physically working like that. They stealing.
Got you.
Like me, I'll work for all the hours that I get. I works.
Next question.
Yes.
But no, they stealing. That's what I'm getting at with that. Okay. That 84, in 1 week, that's a lot of fucking hours to work in. If you physically, like if you working. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's stealing.
Yeah. I believe somebody's thieving.
See, throw this back up here. I rewound it a little bit.
$56 per hour. And our own investigation last year showed the company routinely billed the city 84 hours per week per employee. Johnson has repeatedly said his office saved money through lowering those rates. But since April of this year, the city has been evicting migrants and closing shelters. There are nearly 10,000 fewer migrants in shelter now than there were in January. And with the city facing $1 billion budget deficit, that led us to ask Mayor Brandon Johnson about this contract extension. How do we do that amid this budget crisis when there are fewer people in shelter? How do we justify that expense?
So we've saved the taxpayers over $200 million based upon the work that we've done. Over 200.
First of all, you didn't save taxpayers shit, because this isn't a taxpayer problem. You didn't save Chicagoans and people who live in Illinois. Hell, you didn't save them anything, because this isn't our problem. This isn't even a federal problem, right? And the problem is like, we just had hurricanes come through Florida, North Carolina, all through that eastern seaboard, and FEMA then ran up out of bread. I'm not sure if we was even going to talk about that today, but FEMA then ran up out of bread to give folks, right? And meanwhile, you know, we're over here worrying about how we're going to house the immigrants or the migrants or whatever, right? And I think that's just totally unfair. Tupac had said it best, and I think this is something like a war. We got money for wars and can't feed the poor. We got money for, you know what I'm saying? And you give the people, the FEMA people, they gave the people of North Carolina and Florida $750. They done lost their whole fucking crib. $750.
We talked about
and
that.
we y'all talked about it,
Last
cool.
week, yeah.
But meanwhile, you done gave these people $5,000 and $10,000 and $15,000 worth of fucking food stamps. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all weird.
Motherfucker need to go. Motherfuckers got to go.
Mm-hmm. And Brandon Johnson,
you on the docket.
Dude, we was already kind of, you questionable anyway, because you had all that money spent towards your hairstylist and shit.
Nigga, look here, boy, what I tell you, boy, any grown man that's over 39, 40 years old and you still out here with a fucking mohawk, why the fuck did y'all vote for this nigga anyway? This nigga got a mohawk, bro.
I don't know what he got going on.
Like, I'm being serious. Like, I understand people can express themselves how you want to express yourself, but as a grown adult, as a grown dope male, how the fuck do you got a mohawk?
I'd say when you're in a professional setting, you need to just get you a bald fade. Just bald fade.
Even if you had dread, that's cool, but you got a mohawk, bro. A mohawk.
Professional.
And you not even white.
Go to Vegas, get your popcorn.
You lucky I don't stay in motherfucking in Chicago. Boy, should we vote his ass out? Prisoner, your ass out of here too. I get the vote for you. You gone.
Let's see. Put it back up here.
Judges, y'all ass out of here too. Hey boy, I can't wait to vote. I'm going up there cheesing like a motherfucker. Watch this.
$100 million while still investing on the west and south sides of the city of Chicago. That's what I promised to do, was to invest in people, and that's exactly what we're doing.
But as it relates to favorite, I mean, we're saying we can't afford one controversial company, but we can't afford extending them another $100 million when we have fewer people in shelter. How do you explain that?
There's a reason why.
I like this reporter or journalist or whoever. You hear the question he asked him?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We couldn't afford this, but how do you afford to extend the contract?
Well, that too, right? But the question that he just asked him that really, like, it made a whole lot of sense. It was like one of the, what is that, brain explosion emoji?
Yeah.
He said, we have less immigrants or migrants, whichever phrase, in the shelters, and you want to give them more money. How does that work?
What do you say? Dance around the question.
Dance around the question. Dance around the question.
Motherfucking mohawk on the tap dance.
Keep it a being, man. He ain't running shit. He not running nothing. Somebody else is doing that shit. They telling him what to do, what to say. He not running nothing. He like Mayor, what's the dude? Eric Adams. Yep.
Just the face. He's like he's like the Diddy. He's the face of everything that's going on.
That's what's gonna happen.
And that's one of the important ones too, because this is a big city for to be mayor in. Like mayor of Chicago, damn near like almost like the mayor, like almost like a governor, like almost like they nigga really run shit.
Yeah, Chicago runs the state.
Yeah.
You know, Chicago and the county is gonna run the state. Yeah. So what happens here kind of dictates
yeah.
what happens to the rest of the state.
And that's what happens with all mayors of like major cities. Fuck the governor. The mayor like really is like that. Go ahead, you can finish.
Well, there's a reason why there's actually less spending in sheltering right now. There's less spending. We have spent $70 million less.
They went on to say that they've invested hundreds of $1 millions again in the west and south sides of Chicago. Again, not a clear answer to us at the time.
Pause that. Okay. I happen to have lived on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out west, I'm not sure where they putting the bread at, right? Out south, I mean, I'm not sure where they putting the bread out south. Shit, somebody let me know if y'all from the area. I don't know. I was just riding my bike on the bike path today, and I was saying to myself, I was like, damn, they need to. I think I was going through West Pullman. I'm like, damn, they need to put some money over here or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of riding the bikes, and West Pullman has always kind of been like that. But it's just like, damn, don't forget about the people. Oh, yeah, because I was coming through. I was like on 115th, right off Halsted. So I'm looking at, it used to be a jewel right there. They had been gone years ago. They had moved to Marshfield, and then the Walgreens is gone. And I'm like, damn, it's looking real like desolate on this corner.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got to bring something back, businesses and stuff like that. So I'm just curious on when he says the south and west sides, where is this money going?
Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things I noticed that he does is he'll. Basically, he's
It's like we helping the blacks. When I hear south and west sides, that
right.
sounds black.
Yeah, south and west side, right? Yeah, because what about the other sides? Yeah, absolutely.
But
so
you ain't putting no money on these sides, not like that.
So I noticed that one of the things that he does is he does call it a spin master, call it a play on words. He's a excellent at that. Right. So instead of saying, like, he'll say we're actually spending less, it's like half of the truth. Is half the truth still a lie?
Hell yeah.
You think half the truth still a lie? Okay. So if that's the case, he's lying, because he'll say that we're spending less than whatever he said. I forgot what he said just now, but in reality, it's less than what you anticipated on spending. But he'll let it sit he'll say it in a way that, yeah, we had $100,000. We're spending less than $100,000. When in reality,
spending 99 million, huh? It's still less than 100. It's still less than 100. It's 99 million.
That and we're spending less than I planned on us spending, as opposed to actually spending less on money. Does that make sense?
Bro.
Like if I plan, we have $1,000, but we have another $1,000 to spend. I plan on us spending $2,000. We're spending less than $2,000, but you get what I'm saying. It makes sense in my head. Like when I try to verbalize it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So that's one of the things he did. Now,
Customize.
Another thing I forgot to sign in. Hold on. This is another thing, right? So while he's doing his plays on words. Oh, here we go. While he's doing his plays on words, it's tough for me to listen to this dude talk, because I like listening to both sides of people's stories and whatever they say, right?
Grapples with a massive budget shortfall. NBC5 Investigates has uncovered records showing that the city spent $80,000 renovating a single office to be used by Mayor Johnson's wife, the First Lady of Chicago.
The receipts show that city workers did much of the labor and billed the city for that.
What she need office for? Huh?
What is it that she do? Maybe you could look it up, see what her title is. I'm not really.
Let's check it.
I know when they put that 84 hours and they paying somebody under the table, he knows somebody around the corner. Somebody around somewhere is connecting him on the back end or something. If you get the fishing, I'm guarantee you, they're getting.
Yeah, some stealing.
And people have tried to. What is this?
I guarantee you, he getting something off the back end or something, bro.
The organization that they're talking about in the previous clip was an organization that nobody really knows anything about. Nobody knows where this company came from, and nobody can, as of now, from what I've seen, nobody can trace the roots of this company.
And you know what the bad thing about it is? All these, Mayor Adams in New York, all these motherfuckers are under investigation, right? Mm-hmm. And people try to say, like, because we're black, and we're going to try to take up for them as much as we can. But, nigga, if you out here doing dirt and you doing wrong, you're doing wrong. I don't give a fuck if you black, white, Hispanic, whatever fuck you is, you're doing wrong. Like, people start to say, oh, it's a sum on black mayors, and you see all the black mayors. But, nigga, if y'all went out here doing wrong, motherfucker won't be on y'all ass. Mm-hmm. No Diddy. Mm-hmm. Am I right? Am I right?
No, you're absolutely right.
So if you doing what you're supposed to do and you on the up and up, so and another thing people always get to say, you can tell Barack Obama was on the up and up. Because he was the president of the United States and motherfucker couldn't drag up anything on this man. they ain't not a scandal came out about Barack even after he gone. So you know that nigga had to be perfect. Am I lying?
No, I think it's always a scandal, even if they can make up some shit, right? I think we can use this nigga so we can hide everything that we need to hide. That's what I believe. Like, a lot of stuff don't come out until, like, right now, right? We just talking, but I had seen the interview, and it's about the third time they randomly brought up Denzel Washington being at these things. You know, and Denzel, you don't hear nothing about him being at no parties. I'm sure he has been or whatever, but I feel like Denzel's still useful, right? But the day that you become not useful, what you call it, a broken, unuseful tool, or what do you call it? Useless tool or whatever?
Yeah.
Then that's when they're going to bring up shit that, hey, he was here at these parties with these kids and so on and so forth. And I think the same thing with Barack Obama is that because his name has been brought up.
Okay.
He's been brought up in the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, right? So all that shit could have came out prior to him becoming president. Epstein been doing this shit for a long time. It could have came out. They just withhold information and put it out in an opportune time for them.
And that's what I think about with a lot of this stuff that's going on. It's like
whoever they is,
right? Absolute air quotes they, right?
Yeah.
So this first thing that I found, because I haven't looked it up myself, but the first thing I found is said on here. Let me put it up here. This says from Chicago City Wire, as the city's first lady, Stacey Johnson has an office at the Chicago Cultural Center, plus Chicago police protection and a security detail who drive her wherever she needs to go. So far, she has demurred to use her platform. So I don't know what that means. And in my uneducated opinion, I'm not even gonna say it. I want to research more. First. But let's go back to it.
At work. Here's NBC5 Investigates Bennett Haberly with the story. Bennett.
Yeah, Alex and Allison, these renovation or redecorating costs, well, the mayor says won't bankrupt the city, come at a time when Chicago is facing a huge financial hole and weighing all options, including potential layoffs, to make up for this deficit. Chicago's financial challenges raise questions about why the city spent more than $80,000 renovating this office in the Cultural Center for First Lady Stacey Johnson. Invoices obtained by NBC5 Investigates show the work began in room 306 as early as February and continued through August, with city workers, including painters, carpenters, and electricians, clocking more than 350 hours of time, billing the city for more than $25,000 in labor costs. Invoices also show more than $11,000 went to a vendor to replace tile and carpeting. Another invoice shows more than $43,000 was spent on furniture alone. We uncovered these records through a series of public records requests that we filed weeks ago. We told the mayor's office we had questions about this on Tuesday, giving them more than 24 hours to prepare for these questions. I'm wondering if you could help define what is the role of the First Lady in...
Now, I haven't seen Brendan Johnson much, but I definitely haven't seen his wife. This is my first time seeing her.
Your administration, and how do we justify spending upwards of $80,000 to redecorate an office for her and staff in our current financial situation?
So
Now, I've seen this portion of this interview, I believe. Now listen, pay attention to the mannerisms.
Cultural Center has always been a location for dignitaries. Every First Lady has had office space, there. Renovations for my office or any other office is standard procedure.
Is there any concern about optics of spending $4,000 on a desk or $4,000 in club shares at a time when the city is in this sort of budget hole?
Yeah, a desk is not going to, the purchase of a desk is not going to change the financial structural damage that has been in place for a very long time. So this is why we ask, and I mean this respectfully, we ask far more profound questions than that. We ask, how do we make sure that the structural damage that's been created over the course of decades, that we reroute the rivers, if you will, to make sure that it gets to the places where there's dry land. And that's what we're doing.
Johnson voiced
this. Wait. I was with him with the $4,000 desk. It ain't really a big deal because we already in the hole, so I understand that. I was laughing at that. I
don't feel it at all.
Yeah, I was understanding that, and I was chuckling right there how you flipped that. But you said to reroute a river? I'm the darkest crayon in the box. I'm not the brightest one. I'm the very last crayon in the box. But I got comments that fuck me. Hey, I ain't asked you for your commentary. I did it my own self. I ain't need your joke.
I'm just a cosign.
No, you ain't need your cosign. I ain't need your cosign.
You need a couple dollars, I got you.
I ain't need your cosign. But what the fuck about a how you rerouting the river?
I got this crayon with me. Let me show you something.
If you pull out a crayon, bro, walk it out, bro. I'm walking out if you pull out a crayon. But reroute a river?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. He's speaking in parable or something. I don't know what this nigga talking about. Just
he say he reroute a river to get it to dry land?
Yeah.
And then nobody say, hold on, wait a damn minute. What you just say?
Let my people go. This nigga
bro, he did, shit. Bro, did he just say that? He said he reroute a river to get it to dry land or dry roads or something like that. And he's smirking while he's saying it, bro. He's making it up on the spot.
Created over the course of decades that we reroute the rivers, if you will, to make sure that it gets to the places where there's dry land. And that's what we're doing.
Johnson voiced displeasure with our questions, but they were born out of these receipts, which show an order for this executive chair.
We rewrite the river so we can get to places with dry land, like you putting some money somewhere, and we in the deficit. What that got to do with the motherfucking $80,000 you didn't spend? That's what you need somebody up there. Wait, what that got to do with the motherfucking $80,000
you know what you
spent?
Though? You can say all that shit you wanted to, but it needed to be a black reporter in there that got a little bit of hood in her.
Yeah.
Be like, now hold on, wait a goddamn, what you just say?
Yeah.
And then say the N word, nigga, what you just say? Nigga, did you just say that?
Nigga talking about some agriculture shit.
People can't afford houses and he trying to reroute rivers.
Bro, what the fuck?
I get what he's saying, but no, man, let's stick to the topic. I get what you're saying.
What river we gonna pull from? The Chicago River? Which one?
I get what he's saying, but
what he was trying to say there? Because I sure didn't get it.
No, he's saying he was taking money or whatever and making sure it goes to, I guess, other places within Chicago that it's not access, doesn't get access to money. So I get that part because I don't want nobody to think we thinking about rivers specifically. So on some dumb shit. No, we're not thinking, I just want to clarify that. So I get it. I'm not sure. And my co-hosts, they do get it. Right? They get it too. So let's just do that.
That's why we here together. So we can help each other explain some shit sometimes.
But that ain't got shit to do with them $80,000. This is what I'm saying.
Hey, what's that dude that be on the wire and that nigga be like, shit. He needed to, nigga, shit. What you talking about?
That was the what's your face dude?
The black dude,
the politician.
Nigga, shit. Like, bro, what the fuck going on, man?
Costing more than $2,200. A desk labeled for the First Lady running more than $4,400. Another staffer's desk, $4,600. Show an order for this executive chair costing more than $2,200. A desk labeled for the First Lady.
You get like a regular chair from Office Max.
Listen, man, I bought a gaming chair a long time ago from, I think it was an Office Max.
She's not going with just no gaming chair. No,
I'm saying it was okay. Let me rephrase.
A nice Office Max chair for $400.
I bought a chair. It was like a desk chair, but I used it for gaming. So
I had one of those.
And it was. I fell asleep so many times in that chair. It was so comfortable.
What happened to it?
I think I moved and it wasn't going to fit in the house or wherever.
Damn, well, how big was the chair?
It wasn't. It doesn't work with the house. Like,
all right.
Because I think where I was going to be playing the game, it was carpet. So like,
so why you ain't trying to offer it to nobody? You gave it away or you threw it away?
I threw it away.
Damn, that's fucked up. You ain't think about nobody that you knew in your phone.
Goodwill?
Like for real. You could have got a tax exempt or something.
Yeah. Man, look, this $50, they would have gave you a little $50 note to file on your taxes.
Damn.
Charity, brother.
Yo, wow. Let me see. Let's see. Be Humble said, LOL, that's messed up. DHPX said childhood trauma can be healed with a little understanding. Absolutely. He said, it's only 6 of us. Nasty Beauty said, it's the old heads in Chicago still voting for people like Johnson. And Nasty Beauty also says, Stacey gives me beard vibes. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that.
Running more than $4,400, another staffer's desk $4,600, and 2 club chairs costing more than $8,000. The question wasn't necessarily about just the dollar amount, but about the optics of that. We just had a very contentious council meeting, so I'm just wondering if you're concerned about that optics.
So I've been mayor for 17 months, and you have a question about how I feel about optics? Just go back and review the tape. If I would allow my leadership,
you see the sign language.
This is funny. This is the part that I'm gonna slow it down because this is the part that messed me up.
That optics.
So I've been mayor for 17 months.
$1,000. The question wasn't necessarily about just the dollar amount, but about the optics of that. We just had a very contentious council meeting, so I'm just wondering if you're concerned about that optics.
So I've been mayor for 17 months, and you have a question about how I feel about optics? Just go back and review the tape. If I would allow my leadership to be based on someone's opinion of me, it would be a derelict of duty. I never question my position to invest in people. I don't do this for optics. I do this to transform lives.
Mayor Johnson, would
I think he a poet. Was he down there next to the chicken and waffle place?
And it really messed me up when he started getting, I'll call it sassy, when he started giving the reporter a little bit of attitude, because what does your marriage have to do with this? I mean, I guess part of the whole conversation is the fact that you renovated the office for your wife, so there's the connection.
She again? I know you looked it up.
It says she has an office in the Chicago Cultural Center. It didn't say what she did.
So just an office, okay.
So,
but I thought he said all first ladies have an office. That's what he said. All first ladies didn't have an office before, or whatever he said.
He said something to that along those lines. Yeah,
I'm not mistaken. Okay.
We ain't had that many.
Even so, right? I'm thinking about $80,000, right? $80,000.
Hold on before you say that. Jerry, they have some bread.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. That's all. Continue.
So $80,000, right? $80,000. Is there no other place? Like how old is this equipment that's in these people's office that it required you to do that this year? Given the fact that you're renovating this office for $80,000, and you're talking about, we just saw a video a few seconds ago where you're decreasing the amount of migrants in these shelters, but you're increasing the funding.
I wanna be fair.
Fuck that nigga.
I wanna be fair, because I think they just really shine the light. Because I think all first ladies do. I'm just not trying to make an excuse for them or excuse for this.
Okay,
I'm trying to be fair.
Yeah.
When all first ladies kind of do this, and I think they just trying to flash a light on this one, and because
oh shit, you get the light flashed on you. What happens is, look, man, we drive these trucks, right? You do some shit that's wrong, they pull you over at the scale, right? You might hit a headlight out or whatever. They pull you over at the scale, but guess what? The guy gonna come out, he gonna start looking at all this shit. Oh, you got that wrong. All you had to do is fix your headlight. We wouldn't have had to pull you to the side. So what I'm saying is, $80,000 is a lot of bread. They could have got that done for a lot cheaper if you wanted to stay under the radar. You ran $2,200 chairs and dumb shit and $4,000. Well, you could have went to the Goodwill. You know what I mean? Got your $50
bottle of Hennessy. They got
Goodwill? Not for $50. Hell no. They tax. But you could have got your $50 desk. You know what I'm saying? A $15 chair. You know, we could have painted that bitch. All done under $1,000.
He's not going.
Even
He's
so,
get the finest of things.
Even so,
of course, when it's on somebody else's dime.
Yeah.
And that's my point. You could have found all of that office equipment. You could have found for at least half of the price of everything that you got, and got some nice stuff.
But we want the finest.
And
for
clearly,
what? You ain't finna be in no motherfucker. You're not finna be in that. We don't even know a job title on what this shit.
But I need to put this on the gram. I need to let everybody know that Chicago is popping with the first lady in her office.
It was popping before y'all got here.
But I need to let everybody know I'm popping though.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why so many people are now regretting their choice in voting him in.
Don't worry about it. He gonna be out of here, B.
Yeah, he a one-timer.
Yeah, he a one-timer.
Well, we still got 3 more years with him for now.
It is what it is, man. Lucky y'all don't understand
What
the
you mean
city.
3 months? I thought he was. Wait, how he
Well, he's 17 months in, so we got
a little bit less than yeah.
Oh.
So there was just some. So
y'all better enjoy
gives
that.
Gives me Tiffany Henyard's vibe. Yeah, this nigga stealing.
Yeah, somebody's stealing.
She say, "Why don't you just buy one of those hard plastic chair mat spaces?"
It was just. There's a whole story behind it, but that was the gist of it. It's a
Spaces got money. That's all. You try to talk about everybody else and be trying to be so modest and so frugal. The nigga got money, y'all. His white side be taking over for that financial shit.
She said she's still not with the $30,000 grooming. See, now I'm not into that either. Cause
yeah, I
don't.
No.
At first I was like, oh, no. But now, nigga, you spending. I see you just spending money.
Because it ain't yours. It's ours.
Yeah.
So he just spent $80,000 on renovating this office, and we saw a while back that he's spending $30,000 a year for his hair. So that alone is $110,000.
Yeah. At first I was whatever, but nope.
So that's some money that can help some families in Chicago.
Any grown man still out here with a mohawk, don't trust that nigga. Ladies, if you see a dude with a grown man with a motherfucking mohawk trying to talk to y'all, tell his ass Ma said, nah, B. Go change your nah.
I know what the Diddy did.
That nigga gonna steal $5 out your cup holder. When y'all in the car, you gonna go to use the bathroom, so that nigga gonna steal your $5 in your change in your cup holder. Don't do it.
$5 in your cup holder, I might take that bitch. you got it. It shouldn't be no more than change in there.
All right, as if that wasn't enough.
Uh-oh. He did something else?
Spaces with all this goddamn politician shit, man.
A huge budget deficit, and Mayor Johnson is expecting a huge budget deficit, and he's already getting some pushback.
The Illinois Policy Institute has a lot to say about it. Tia Ewing is allowed to go over the numbers and the criticism. Tia?
Well, Terrence and Sylvia, the numbers definitely don't look good. Mayor Brandon Johnson says his...
I'm sorry. Tia Ewing.
Tia Ewing?
She holding her... Look like she holding her... Never mind.
Administration is facing some really tough financial battles ahead. That projected budget for the year 2025, almost $1 billion. And again, you did mention the Illinois Policy Institute. We asked them the question, ultimately, who will pay for it? And they said, sadly, taxpayers may.
It's going to be city property taxpayers, because that's the largest source of revenue, of own source revenue for the city, whether it comes to the city budget or the CPS budget, which is another looming question. But that's going to be the where this is felt the most.
Yeah, that is the big question in the room right now. Well, that's Bryce Hill, the Director of Fiscal and Economic Research at the Illinois Policy Institute, speaking about Mayor Johnson's projected budget. In it, Johnson highlights a significant challenge ahead. The budget gap for 2025 is projected to be a little more than $982 million. And this year ending with a shortfall of more than $229 million. Johnson emphasized the need for strategic planning and collaboration as rising costs and declining revenue streams put pressure on the city's finances. The budget also mentions the city did not receive the $175 million reimbursement for pension contributions toward staff members at Chicago public schools. The Illinois Policy Institute says that money in the scheme of all of this is really small potatoes when you look at the deficit.
We've seen the past two mayors on their way out the door, Lightfoot and Emanuel, both advocate for pension reform to help save the city's budget because they saw these unsustainable costs coming. Now they're coming to bear. Brandon Johnson really needs to leverage his position as the most influential local leader to lead the fight for pension reform, because this is coming for Chicago and it's coming for municipalities all across the state.
Now, of course, we don't know if that exact plan will happen, but what we do know is that the mayor did run on a campaign promising not to raise taxes. He did make good on that plan his first year in office. The question now becomes, will he continue to make good on that plan? Of course, we'll all be watching to see how this shakes out for the city and, of course, property owners. Live in downtown tonight, Tia Ewing, Fox 32 Chicago.
Don't talk like that.
Is that why you
downtown Chicago?
Hey, because you just wonder, like, when they say action or they say we live, they just click it on. Yeah, it just click on. But I bet you she don't talk like that.
No. I'm working on the not working on never mind. But
I can never do that.
No, you couldn't switch up like that?
Hell no. I'm out here cussing and my nigga this and my nigga that. No, this is who I am. I can't help it. Now I will cut down on my niggas, but I can't do it.
$982 million deficit.
Not for that, I will. We're alive. head went right with it. Yes, I was straight up for that.
So if NBC or whoever, whatever news network, came to you and said, "Yo, Maul, we got $1 million for you."
Yes, I'm straighten up. Yes,
I don't blame you.
I'm straighten up. You see what Cultivate say, y'all.
She said, "Why do y'all chat people in the cloud hide?" Hey, y'all. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. They be hiding. I know somebody. We got Naps and Beauty, Cultivate, and DHPX in the chat right now.
Be humble.
Be humble.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but people, jump in, jump out, jump in, jump out.
Yeah, some people don't like typing like that because I'm one of them ones too. I don't be on. I look at it, but I won't really type. But that's something really get on my nerves.
I love participating in the live chat.
Not me.
So, just something that's been going on, and now I just thought about a connection to this going on as far as what's going on with Brandon Johnson. Nelson Beauty said, at least give them a like. Dang. Thank you. I appreciate you, Cultivate.
It's okay. I'm finna log in myself and give us a like. Fuck y'all.
Your light-skinned sister taking up for you. Y'all high yellow folks.
Yeah.
High yellow.
But another thing that I saw, I think I sent it to, but in connection to this, as far as how Chicago is, the things that Chicago's facing with Brandon Johnson, it was like a whole, I'm sorry, I sound so bad. It's like a whole, like 8 or 10 people or something like that in the CPS system that put in their resignation.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking about that too. They did the whole the educational board, right?
Yeah.
It was
like 80% of them decided to put in their resignation because of Brandon Johnson. So she said, "Beige, sir, we're beige."
My bad, beige. I mean, y'all like y'all ain't really like beige. Y'all like the color of dirty urine or something like that. Damn. No, I'm just bullshit.
Dirty urine is crazy work.
I'm just playing. I'm just bullshit.
What's clean urine?
High yellow. I'm just fucking around.
Damn, dehydrated. Yeah. Dehydrated urine.
Yes, there you go. There you go. Dehydrated urine.
Damn.
You said dirty. I'm like,
dirty. That's weed urine.
Yeah, that's weed urine.
Patty. Yeah, man, that's just something to think about that's going on with this dude. And I haven't seen anything good that came from him being in this position.
You don't look orange to me.
We can't be serious. This is just us, y'all. It is what it is.
Because I saw you turn, I'm like, okay, I'm saying something interesting.
Yeah. You like an orange agent.
All right, this is the last thing I got for y'all today, man.
An orange creamsicle.
What the what? Orange creamsicle.